today. I understand it's a Saturday afternoon after a heavy lunch. पीछे मस्त AC भी है, तो everybody is in that mood कि अब तो नींद आएगी. But I'm very sure that this power pack session will not let you sleep a wink at all. So I'm Palak Chaira. I would like to welcome you to our second technical session of this conference. In fact, let me rephrase. Let me not call it a technical session. Rather, I want to introduce you to a journey of a chartered accountant that goes way back and starts with his childhood. During his childhood, he was referred to with utmost due respect as a gunda. And the worst part is that his sibling was the absolute opposite. So as we all know, in that situation, comparisons are bound to happen. But despite that, who knew that undergoing significant transformation was written in his books? It was when he realized that numbers talk to him. And then he decided to pursue chartered accountancy. Until date, as his affairs with numbers continues, he has built India's first fully paperless CA office. So from a gunda to an eminent personality whom all of us admire. So going from 2 members to 500 as of now. This brings us to our today's topic, 2 to 500. How? How did a notorious child go on to build one of India's top 20 CA firms? Let's explore that. So without further ado, I would request CA Akash Agarwal sir, CA Johnny Jain sir, and today's session coordinator, CA Mihir Thakkar sir, to escort our speaker, CA Guru Prasad sir, to the dais. Now I would request CA Mihir Thakkar sir and CA Johnny Jain sir to present a memento to CA Guru Prasad sir. I would now request CA Johnny Jain sir to offer a bouquet to our session coordinator, CA Mihir Thakkar sir. This session is going to be power-packed and transformational. And to start it at the right foot, I would like to hand over the session to CA Mihir Thakkar sir to express his words of wisdom and give introduction to this session.
Thank you so much, Palak. Chairman Surat Branch Nikesh Kothari, our worthy speaker CA Guru Prasad M, RCM CA Iswar Jivani, galaxy of past chairmen present over here, professional colleagues, very good afternoon to one and all. It is indeed a great pleasure to be here amongst August gathering in a session 2 to 500. अगर हिंदी में बोले तो 2 से 500. Friends, we all know that while gathering people in your profession, hardly many of the firms would be having 25, 50. That's it. 50 members, 50 people would be in their offices, connected with them in their profession. Whereas here, he started from 2 people and reached to 500. And when I was talking to him, he told me that he is having 350 people in single office. And then I was amazed to listen a fact which he revealed. इनकी ऑफिस में लॉक नहीं है फ्रेंड्स. कैन यू इमेजिन? हम तो 3-3, 4-4 प्रकार के लॉक रखते हैं. चाबियाँ भी अपने पास रहती है या कोई एक ही व्यक्ति के पास रहती है. तो ही इज़ हैविंग नो लॉक इन हिज ऑफिस. पेपरलेस ऑफिस है. कोरोना ने हमको बहुत सारी चीज़ें सिखवाई है. एंड वी अंडरस्टैंड दैट ड्यूरिंग द कोविड पीरियड व्हेन लॉकडाउन वाज देयर वी आर नॉट एबल टू जॉइन आवर ऑफिस. Almost our work was stopped. but I think the way his office is working, I can challenge and I assuredly say कि इनका ऑफिस कभी बंद नहीं रहा होगा, इनका वर्क अटका नहीं होगा. सो पेपरलेस ऑफिस है, कोई स्टोरेज की ज़रूरत नहीं है. सबसे बड़ा सीए ऑफिस में अगर जाए तो बॉस की चैम्बर छोड़ दो, स्टाफ का बैठना छोड़ दो, पहले तो स्टोरेज चाहिए. फाइल्स कितनी है, थाउजेंड्स ऑफ फाइल्स रहती है, डॉक्यूमेंट्स रहते हैं, तो सारा ई पेपर में इनका डॉक्यूमेंटेशन है. साथ ही साथ आज की जो ज़रूरत है न्यू मेंबर्स के साथ साथ इवन मुझे बताया गया कि ये यंग सीएस के लिए ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है, बट मुझे लगता है कि हम सबको ये जानना ज़रूरी है और सीखना भी ज़रूरी है कि अब चेंज इन प्रैक्टिस आ चुका है, एवेन्यूज़ चेंज करने का समय आ चुका है. हम सब ट्रेडिशनल प्रैक्टिस कर रहे हैं, मोस्टली इनवर्ड है ही, बट अगर साथ ही साथ डायमेंशन चेंज नहीं किया तो इन ए लॉन्गर रन हम लोग सर्वाइव नहीं कर पाएंगे. हमें एवेन्यूज़ चेंज करने पड़ेंगे. जैसे जीएसटी आया तो हम जीएसटी की ओर गए, उसके बाद बहुत सारे नए अमेंडमेंट्स, नई चीज़ें आई, नए एवेन्यूज़ आए, एंड यंगस्टर्स है तो उनको ज़्यादा इसमें इंटरेस्ट रहता है क्योंकि उनके मन में कोई दुविधा नहीं है. दे कैन टेक अप चैलेंजेस. एट आवर एज हम ये सोचेंगे यार अभी 50, 40, 45, 50 तक तो पहुंच चुके हैं, क्या करेंगे नया, अब जो है वो चलने दो. तो यंगस्टर्स टेकअप कर सकते हैं अच्छे से. एंड जो हमारे पास प्रेसिडेंट अतुल गुप्ता सर ने बताया, रिस्किल द स्किल, ये टाइम यही है फ्रेंड्स. हमको अपने स्किल्स डेवलप करने हैं, उनको शार्पन करने हैं, नए स्किल्स जानने हैं, समझने हैं और उनको अप्लाई करना है. तभी हम अच्छे से ग्रो कर पाएंगे और साथ ही साथ अच्छे से हम क्लाइंट को सर्विस दे पाएंगे. 2 से 500, सर मैं हिंदी वर्ड में ही बोल रहा हूँ, 2 से 500, 2 to 500 बहुत ही टफ जॉब है. आज हम 5 जन को संभालते हैं तो हम जानते हैं कि कितना मुश्किल है मैनेज करना, सबसे वर्क लेना और फॉलोअप रखना. और हमारे प्राइम मिनिस्टर पीएम मोदी सर ने भी बताया कि 5 ट्रिलियन इकोनॉमी की ओर जाना है. तो अगर हमें उसकी ओर जाना है तो डिजिटाइजेशन से लेके सारी चीज़ों पे हमको कंसंट्रेट करना है. और एसएमई सेगमेंट के लिए बताऊँ तो मोर देन 60% एसएमई सेक्टर इज़ कंट्रीब्यूटिंग इन आवर इकोनॉमी. तो आगे का ज़माना एसएमई सेगमेंट पे ही रहेगा. तो आज आई कैन से दैट हमें सीए गुरु प्रसाद एम सर के सिवा बढ़िया कोई स्पीकर नहीं मिल सकता इस टॉपिक पे. तो आई विश ऑल ऑफ अस अ वेरी हैप्पी लर्निंग एंड रिक्वेस्ट यू टू हैव ह्यूज राउंड ऑफ अप्लॉज फॉर आवर स्पीकर. थैंक यू.
Thank you so much, sir. Moving further, I would request CA Akash Agarwal sir to give introduction of our speaker.
Good afternoon, friends. Namaste. This is CA Akash Agarwal, and it gives me immense pleasure to introduce the man who is a qualified chartered accountant, who is a past trustee of IIM Bangalore, is independent director in over 10 companies, is member of peer review board, quality review board and FRRB, is also the author of the books God in the Boardroom, Banter Beyond the Buck and GST, Where Did the Profits Go? He also represents the Indian subcontinent in the HLBI Global Tech Group and much more. His firm is the only firm in India to file tax return on the 1st April and is a paperless plus lockless CEO office, as my colleagues had already tell you about. Dear friends, please give a huge round of applause in welcoming this man from the Silicon Valley of India, Mr. Guru Prasad.
Thank you very much for calling me to Surat. Very, very torturous city. इतना टॉर्चर करते आप लोग. पहले बाहर बिठा दिया, एक रोटी दिया, उसके ऊपर इतना मक्खन डाला, उसके बाद राइस आया, उसके बाद 3 स्वीट, और चेयरमैन साहब स्लोली बोल रहे हैं इसके बाद आपका स्पीच है. ये टॉर्चर नहीं है तो और क्या है? It's very, very difficult. I don't know how you guys will be sitting. But I have a tough job because yesterday night I didn't sleep. I had to go from Bangalore, Chennai, Ahmedabad, took a train and came here early morning. So I don't know how I will manage but either way, we will be speaking for the next 45 minutes to approximately 1 hour. In that, what I would like to do is I would like to speak for 45 minutes. In between, if you can interrupt, it will be fantastic. I'll get some rest for myself and you can talk, and then I can take it up from there. Before we start, he was talking about my office, paperless office, lockless office. Because all of you have had a heavy meal, I have a 25 seconds video. I would just like to introduce our office to you so that you can see how our office is. And after this, having said that, I'm not going to talk about how did we become Gurujana to 2 people to 500 people. Absolutely, that is not the idea. There will be no reference of my firm. There would be no way how did we do it. It will only be what can we do from tomorrow. How is it each of us can function from tomorrow would only be the concentration. I would request that video to be played, please. That's a part of our office. Am I audible, sir? I just wanted to wake you up more than anything else. Honestly, that's a part of our office. The little one is called Leo. Leo, we call him, as you would have heard of, CEO, CFO. Sorry, here. You would have heard of CEO, CFO. We call him CHO, Chief Happiness Officer. And it's so easy to make people happy. Recently, one employee was quitting office, and I was asking him, what do you feel about Gurujana? He didn't talk about accounting standards, he didn't talk about the quality, he didn't talk about technology. He only talked about I'll miss Leo. He didn't talk about any of the bigger things we have. Sir, do you have a changer, sir? Slide changer hai aapke paas? So I'll have around 25 to 23 thoughts I would like to leave you with. I don't know how many of you would have read a small slip of paper in your deck. In case you find that paper, please keep that paper with you. And money remains money. There are 2 ways we are here. From here, how do we go there? That is the only topic we'll be discussing. It's not about CA Institute. It is not about the speaker here. It is not about competition. It is only about each of your firms. So relate with me when we speak. As we speak, you start applying it to your firm. When we tell, okay, this is what is happening, think about your firm. Don't worry about what is the policies in the government. Don't worry about anything else. And wherever it changes, why this is important is there was barter, there was physical currency, then it became fiat money, credit card, digital payment, digital currency, so on and so forth. But money is money. There is no change in money. Whatever we do, GST will remain. कितना भी artificial intelligence आ गया, income tax will remain. कितना भी IFRS आ गया, accounting standards will remain. So let us at least understand whatever the world is undergoing a change, debit, credit cannot be changed. Our traditional practice will remain 100%. Most of them, when I was meeting in lunch, they were telling, do you do outsourcing? I don't know, we don't do even outsourcing. All our job is purely taxation, audit, GST, corporate law. Some VAT cases are still pending, individual cases. We don't do anything different other than you. We don't have any new practice. Nilesh sir was telling we have to develop new areas of practice. Only with the traditional practice, at least we can consume half more job. So traditional practice will remain. So wherever we go, only the form changes. पहले we used to do the Karcha book. Then Lotus में गए थे हम लोग. Then Excel में गए थे. Then Zoho में आ गया. Then MIS automatic हो रहा है. But anything changes. The mind of a chartered accountant can never change. Our brains are what is required. So what is the challenge we are doing is we are doing everything else except concentrating on our brains. So let us just concentrate on the next 30 minutes. Be with me. Each of the points apply to your office, see whether it is working, it is not working. The process today is we can score 1 out of 10. For each of the points I'll raise, rate yourself. Rate yourself, where are you in 1 out of 10? You don't have to show it to anybody. There was a small slip of paper given in your handbook, which in case you can find that, well and good. Otherwise, you can just keep it in your memory. If you're doing very well, 10. If you're not doing very well, 1. So at least let us have a report card by the time we get this session out. Let us do it for us. And more importantly, whatever I am speaking, whether this is in the first row or the last row, I know you know it. There's nothing new I am speaking. I know you know everything. But where I am trying to give you is some ways where you can break that I know, but I don't know that I cannot implement. Only that small change I am trying to make. As of you, everybody, GST, TDS, we also have around 90 articles. आधा से आधा एग्जाम लीव में होता है, काम किधर करता है वो? और थोड़ा 2 दिन आ गया तो ITT का ट्रेनिंग चला जाता है. अभी पास आ गया तो GMCS चला जाता है. They want extra stipend, but where I am coming is we also have the same problems. And when I was going through the statistics of Nilesh Bhai, so many partnership firms, all of you might have experienced here, partners' problems are very difficult. Somebody was asking me, you have 10 partners, how do you manage? I have a grandmother of 97. My dad is 85, my mom is 84, my stepmom is 83. My dog is also in the age of 90. When I can manage 5 old people, I can manage 10 partners also. 5 old people are there at home. Managing 10 partners is no big deal. So where I am trying to do this is, the problems Nilesh Bhai was telling, there is a taint for chartered accountants. Chartered accountants galat hai. So all of us are facing this problem, including Nilesh Bhai, including me, including all the people sitting in the dais. But yet, how is it we can do it differently? And it's not a story about us. I would picked up stuff from Erode to Amritsar to Surat. Incidentally, I had to meet somebody here for the first time in my life. Unfortunately, that meeting will not happen now because the stretch-in got stretched. This girl is a company secretary working in Surat. For the past 7 years, she is employed in our office. I have never seen her. So I thought today is one opportunity I can see her. Maybe on the way out, I can see her for some time. So from Amsterdam to Scotland, I picked up from other CA firms what others do and tried to present it for you. So we'll break it up into 6 points. These are the only 6 pillars we'll be talking about. What is it we should drop? And in case you feel, no, I don't want to drop this, I'm perfectly okay, game, we are with you. What is it we should do, which we are not doing now? What is the technology we can use? And considering that we are all traditional practitioners, nothing of newness, pure traditional practice, how do we structure our partnership firms? Why is it in the entire country we have only 500, 600 partnership firms which are big for 1.3 billion? How do we structure our partnership firms? A little about succession and legacy. How do we do succession? Nilesh Bhai was telling, let us do succession. But how do we actually do it? And beyond all, I want to talk something for 1-2 minutes. Among each of these 6 points, I'll look at 3-4 in each of them. So what should we drop? The left side, I think it is the left side, is exactly what we are doing right now. People time. We don't give any time for our staff. Now, work is 120%. If a human being has to work for 10 hours, हम लोग सब 12-12 घंटे काम कर रहे हैं, 14-14 घंटे काम कर रहे हैं. And talking for my behalf, not even a single day in my entire 11 years of practice, I've worked for more than 7 years. 7 p.m. I go out. I cannot stay for more than 7 p.m. in my office. I have a family to take care. If you see business development, the green color one has gone to the left. Actually, we are not doing any business development. So 120% of my time is only going in work. Where am I doing people management? Where am I doing business development? Where am I doing growth? It would take you some time, but proposed is we need to reach in the next 3 years, the time for my work should only be 15%. The maximum time should be for people, business development and growth. Are we doing this? It would be very difficult. I was speaking to, I don't know, I'm sorry, I didn't get your name. I was speaking to Sachin in lunch, and he was telling, actually, how did you create this number of things? I was saying, every year, I had a habit of creating one small thing. First, tax audit. After that, accounting. After that, GST. At the end of the year, if I can get a leader, and I can move out of that, I have excess time. So at any point of view, you can try it out. One of you sitting here sent a LinkedIn message. I don't know who was it. I met him also. But within 5 minutes, I could respond to him. Because running an organization, I should have free time. If I don't have free time, I cannot run an organization. So the question you need to ask and mark yourself is, as we speak today, and how do you save this time? I'll tell you in the next few slides. Have we invested time in growth? 1 out of 10. How much time have you invested? Have you really gone out and tried to do something on growth? If you have not invested time, let us mark 1. If you have invested a lot of time, let us mark 9. Second, आप लोग इधर बैठे हैं पूरा. अरे अच्छा, मेरा हिंदी इतना अच्छा नहीं है, because मेरा हिंदी का टीचर अमिताभ बच्चन है. We saw Hindi movies and learned Hindi. अभी बेंगलुरु में सब लोग हिंदी बात करते हैं, so that's easier. Second, you need to understand here, in most of the points, we will be looking at the situation of many things which you already know. So how many of us are actually spending time on growth? If you are able to spend more than 2.5 hours, 3 hours of your time on people management. When we were only 2 people or 3 people, this used to be my metrics. Work is there, I have to work. But having said that, can I spend time to create leaders? Can I spend time with an article? So that's how the instance is. We are right now around 18 people in the management team. All 18 are homegrown. Only one guy came from PwC. Second, what should we drop? Every year on 1st April, I met one chartered accountant in Coimbatore. On 1st April, he'll sit down, make a list of all his clients. His target is 10% of these clients I have to remove. Why? Don't ask me, I have to remove. Good clients, miserly clients, big clients, small clients, he doesn't care. 10% I want to remove. So he's going to remove. Actually, I wish somebody takes a photo from this side. It's looking very beautiful. Maybe, sir, you can take one photo from here, sir. It is looking quite nice. So 10% he removes. Now, Nilesh Bhai was sitting and giving some yardstick. We followed this and tell, okay, how many clients can I remove? Unless you clean the vessel, you can't fill in. First year, it's going to be very difficult. Second year, it's going to be very difficult. Third year, it's going to be so easy that you want to remove 20%. You want to remove 30%. The more you remove, the easier it is for you. So if you go back to the previous speaker's slide, the Pareto's principle, why are we not able to remove is the only thing which I will be tackling later, because we don't have a profit and loss account per client. Many chartered accountants I know, they have filed their returns on 30th September. Because दूसरों का काम देख रहा था, उसका काम नहीं देख रहा था, उसका BRS नहीं हुआ, पूरा दुनिया का BRS कर दिया, उसका BRS नहीं हुआ, उसका TDS नहीं हुआ, उसका ES 26 फाइल नहीं हुआ, सबका टैली हो गया. So have we weeded out clients every year? If you have not done this, try doing this from Monday. Sit down on Monday, just remove 2 clients from your entire clients, you will feel so happy about it. And do it with a purpose. You may be doing a mistake, remove 2 clients. Then the amount of confidence you get, the amount of clarity you get in profession is amazing. Having said that, you all will be thinking, Bangalore से बात कर रहे हैं, हम लोग सूरत में बैठे हैं, हम लोग वापी में बैठे हैं. Absolutely wrong. I have 2 clients in Surat also. वो भी ट्रेडर से, सिल्क मर्चेंट से, सूरत का clients है. We have clients in Guwahati, we have clients in Delhi. So there is nobody objecting Surat to come and take a client in Bangalore. And Bangalore में इतना काम है, हालत खराब हो जाएगा आपको. इतना काम है. If you go to the ROC website and see, every day in Bangalore, 400 to 500 new companies are getting formed. 500 new companies per day. I'll just break here. Why is that 500 new companies? We used to have a very strange, when you open a new company, have you heard that Kotak Bank will call you, sir, bank account खोल लो? Or ICAI Bank will call you, sir, bank account खोल लो. Now, how are they getting this information? It's a simple thing. They go to the MCA website and download. I was started thinking, ये लोग ऐसा कर सकते हैं, हम क्यों नहीं कर सकते? हम क्यों नहीं कर सकते? Then I realized, look, we are not call center marketeers, we are professionals, so we should do it in a very professional manner. Even today we do this. There are so many independent directors. Go to one of the balance sheets, you will find 9 directors. Find out who is the independent director. Director X. उसका DIN number मिलना कितना मुश्किल है. Master data में 2 मिनट में DIN number मिल जाएगा. You will know which all companies he is a director. Go to all those companies. 15 companies is an independent director. Ask one of your article clerk, MCA data you download for all the 15 companies, क्या क्या गलती है उसको बोल दो. Ask him to prepare an Excel spreadsheet. MGT 14, MGT 7 file नहीं हुआ, declaration नहीं file नहीं हुआ, MSME declaration is not filed. Just put an Excel spreadsheet, put everything this side, tick, not tick, tick, not tick. Only that spreadsheet you send it to him with a specific comment. Sir, I am doing this out of pure professional courtesy. Please ask your chartered accountant to take care of it. Please don't come back to me. You're not soliciting any business. Please don't come back to me. Even today, I've been doing this for now 20 years. Even today, every month, I get 1 or 2 new clients. And if the guy is an independent director, he's a big guy. He's not a small guy. One article clerk. This is what I mean by, are we trying to do new things? Have I weeded out a client every year? Next. When we were coming in the car, one question was asked by one nice guy here. Prashant was there. I don't know where is Prashant. Prashant is here. Prashant was speaking, sir, एक पार्टनर पूरा क्लाइंट्स लेके आ रहा है, मैं काली गधे के जैसा काम कर रहा हूँ. So how do we share profits? How do we share profits? So the biggest mistake we are making is we are treating partners as salesmen. If a partner is going to be decided whether he is getting more share of profit or less share of profit based on the fact that he is getting sales. I was sitting in my desk. We don't have a cabin. The receptionist called up and he told somebody wants to talk to you. I picked up the phone. हाँ sir, I want to start a new private limited company. आ जाओ meet करेंगे. I spoke to him. I did everything. We gave a quote of some 4 lakhs. He agreed. Now if I go back to my partners and tell I got this client, ये मेरा client है, then where does the partnership firm survive? So is the sharing based on who gets the client? Mind you, my friends, getting a client is only 10% of the chartered accountant's job. As and when I go further, you'll know how easy it is to get clients. Getting the client sitting in, one guy by name CA Komaration in Coimbatore, he wrote a mail to me, I'm doing the following to get clients, I hope I'll get. It's almost 13 months now. From 13 months, I'll give you his number, you can speak to him. Every month he writes to me, I got a client in Delhi. I got a client in Calcutta. Every month he's sitting in Coimbatore. So is our firm sharing a profits based on who is getting clients? We are running very risky weather. Once you reach a critical size, once you are well known, clients will come to you. So how do you tell whether Google is getting clients or Facebook is getting clients? How do you know? Should I specialize in a tribunal? Everybody is talking about specialization, transfer pricing karo, IBC karo. By the time you do transfer pricing, it has become another spreadsheet. When XBRL came, there is one chartered accountant in Surat. He helped me that time. This was sometime in 2005 or 2006. XBRL was something only the MNC firms can do. हम लोग नहीं कर सकते उसको. खाली वही करना है. Then this chartered accountant in Surat, he did it in Excel and gave it to me. So tomorrow, US GAAP will become a simple Excel. आजकल शेड्यूल 3 कितना मुश्किल है, 10 मिनट में हो सकता है. एक्सेल मैक्रोस में शेड्यूल 3 हो सकता है आजकल. It's not very difficult. So in case we are specializing, as Nilesh Bhai was telling, 1956 Act, I was the master. 2013 Act, I became a zero. So in case we are only going deep into the specialization, who is going to do the management of the firm? We are advising clients, up CEO le lo. You have a CMD, But who is going to be the CEO of our company? Who is going to manage the firm? Who is going to manage the ego of our partners? Who is going to manage growth? Who is going to manage artificial intelligence? Who is going to manage social media? Who is going to manage new technology? Who has got the time to come and speak to Surat? Somebody has to be there. So is there somebody to do management of the firm? Or is there somebody, everybody are पूरा टैक्स भरने में टले हुए हैं, कितना लोग टैक्स भर रहे हैं? So you have to think, do you have a managing partner? Managing partner is not the guy who gets business. Who manages the firm? हमारा debtors हमारे हाथ में नहीं है. Our debtors in somebody else's hand. If I don't get money in 30 days, I'll not speak to the client. Why would I speak to you? मेरा पैसा मुझे दे दो ना. You are going to hotel and you tell the hotel guy, I'll pay after 30 days. Will he keep quiet? So similarly, I'm taking the audit report. Give me the money tomorrow. Why would I wait for 30 days? And we are getting paid for what? We are getting paid for GST opinion. We are getting paid for transfer pricing opinion. We are getting paid for advanced tax estimate. Are we getting paid for taking tension? None of us get paid for taking tension. He is enjoying a party on September 30th. I am sitting and burning my ass out. What nonsense is this? He is not worried about his tax return, I am worried. So we did a simple formula. This one, a chartered accountant in Hyderabad taught me this. He's doing very well. This guy, what he did is, you come in the month of April, I'll charge you 10,000. Come in the month of May, I'll charge you 12,000. Come in the month of September, मुझे normal delivery नहीं चाहिए, cesarean चाहिए. September आ जाओ, I am happy, pay me 30,000. Pay me 30,000. You're coming last late. And just be seeing how clients will respond. The world will treat you the way you show the world to treat you. The world will treat you the way you show the world to treat you. Just as a matter of information, 30th September is the last date. How many of us have taken a holiday on 30th September? Nobody. We are all working 30th September, 30th September, 30th September. The simple question I would ask you is, if I can do the job in May and get the money in May, why am I waiting 4 months? I'll get the money in May. And one day you charge more for coming in August. You'll be seeing how he'll change. He'll start coming running in April. Nowadays we are getting clients coming to us and telling, March में data ले लो. March पे ले लो, खत्म कर दो, 10,000 में हो जाएगा. हाँ, best है. For me also good. There is no exams that time. Just May 5th or May 10th, all of them are coming back. I'll get it done. So am I getting paid for taking pressure of the client on 30th? He's having a party. How many of us are doing this? I have pressure. I'm taking your pressure. So in fact, in one of my pitch documents, I had made a mention. We are your painkillers. Why? All your pain I'm taking over. आप मस्ती कर रहे. So you have to pay me money for that. I'm taking over your pain. Your pain is my pleasure. So pay me money for that. Data does not come on time. If you see any of these companies, many of them tell data doesn't come on time. If I do an individual tax return, बैंक स्टेटमेंट आधा आधा देता है. सितंबर के बैंक बैलेंस नहीं है, कुछ लिख लो सर. किधर से लिखेंगे? म्यूचुअल फंड स्टेटमेंट नहीं है, आप ही को पता है पूरा लॉस हो गया. म्यूचुअल फंड स्टेटमेंट नहीं है, फिक्स्ड डिपॉजिट स्टेटमेंट नहीं है, हाउसिंग लोन इंटरेस्ट. मैं बैंक मैनेजर का नंबर दे देता हूँ, आप पूछ लो. Why am I sitting here? Am I a data collecting agent or am I a chartered accountant? Very, very simple. This can be solved in 2 ways. One way, there are many APIs in WhatsApp. You send him a WhatsApp link. He can click on that item and upload it. It will tell him when he has given the data, when he has not given the data. That is a simpler way. I'll come in a little while, speak about a technology. At that time, I'll speak about a tool which will go and collect all the data and give it to me. But let the client not know this. Let only us know it. Why should the client know where we are getting the data from? What should we drop? The parallel economy. Now we are there for 18, 19 years. I know firms which are there for 50 years. And if I sit with them and speak to them in 50 years, how many partners left you? 10 partners left me. How many joined you? 10 joined me. क्या बचा? कुछ नहीं. टेंगा. क्या बचा आपके पास? And one main reason is cash. कितना cash collect किया आदमी पता नहीं है. How much cash you collected? How much cash account is there? If you have to grow in practice, the most important is, are we zero in cash? Any cash can be, there can be two misunderstanding. Cash किधर गया, sales में लेके आया. Only these two misunderstandings can be there in any professional firm. I got the client. ये मेरा client है. Nobody is worried how much section 92 you know, how much section 148 is. No. He may be an expert in tax, but I got this guy from Rotary. ये मेरा client है. You just got him the client, but 99% work is knowledge. So we are not a sales organization. So similarly, are we a cash organization? So what should we drop? Look at this. We are all looking at this P&L account. The entire profession is stuck between 2.5 crores tax. Tax is 2.5 crores. इसको 2 crores कर सकते हैं, इसको 2.2 crores कर सकते हैं, कितना कर सकते हैं? Maximum what is it we are saving? Either way in manufacturing companies 15% is the tax. और ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं है. अगर USA में होता तो 55% टैक्स पड़ जाता है. इधर 15% टैक्स है. All of us are stuck between 2.4 and in today's artificial intelligence we cannot reduce 2.5 crores to 2 crores. Very, very difficult. Maximum what we can do, okay, थोड़ा बढ़ गया तेरे बीवी का फाइल बना दो, और थोड़ा बढ़ गया HUF बना दो, और थोड़ा बढ़ गया दूसरा बीवी शादी कर लो. What else you can do? We are not able to do anything creative. Instead of that, if I can spend my chartered accountancy brain in showing him how can I increase this 100 crores to 120 crores. All of us know it. A simple example, product-wise analysis. A simple example, geographical analysis. A simple example, download 20 balance sheets of similar companies. All of you are doing real estate business. Download competitive companies' balance sheet, 100 rupees. 10 balance sheet is 1000 rupees. 1 day time of an article clerk, another 200 rupees. 1200 rupees. How difficult it is to present a comparative statement to your client. 10 minute का काम है. We know, but we don't do. We all know we don't do. So it's very, very easy to do this. So instead of concentrating on that small number, which can be an ocean if you remove that number from your mind. Most clients, we don't concentrate on we don't concentrate on their COGS. How do I reduce your cost of goods? How do you reduce your stock position? खाली 2 आइटम में तुले हुए, सेल्स टैक्स कितना बचाओ, इनकम टैक्स कितना बचाओ, ड्राइंग पावर कैसे बचाओ, खत्म. So just to give you a sum up, what is it we should drop? 8 items. Just go back and see where are we in each of these items. Change हो रहा है? I think so. So first one, have I invested time in growth? Question 2, have I weeded out clients? Question 3, is it purely based on sales? 4, do we have a managing partner at all? 5, am I doing service or am I taking pressure? 6th, how should I keep collecting data? 7th, pain of cash. If I want my partnership firm to succeed, cash has to die. 6, why am I stuck up in one figure when there are 40 figures in the P&L? I am stuck up in one figure, either which ways that figure will come in tally. Why am I wasting my time on that? But let us go into one thing. What should we do? This is something very vital where most of us fail. I learned this from one CA firm when I met them in Guwahati. This guy has been doing this, but I changed the example to a little because many of you would know. If you look at many of the firms, even the speakers who spoke today, they are concentrating on NBFCs. Now, if you open any of the NBFC balance sheet, Nilesh Bhai's name is there. Their niche is only NBFCs. Do I have a segment or am I telling जो भी आ गया सर्विस कर लेगा उसको, जो भी आ गया पकड़ लो उसको, सर्विस कर लेगा उसको? That is where we are actually failing. Look at this. This gentleman, we wanted to find out, how do you want to practice? I'll take an example here. I hated going to income tax department. उधर जाए तो 20,000 पूछता है, 40,000 पूछता है, एक कचड़ा है. I didn't study so much for paying this fellow money and stand in front of him and get ridiculed. And in income tax department, I have to go in suit. At least here I can come in jeans. Income tax department, I have to go in suit or a tie. उधर जाके कचरा गया. So I decided I don't want to go to income tax. Okay, if you don't want to go to income tax, what will you do? I'll not do any work of anybody who has got working capital limits on stocks. I don't want to do traders. आई एम वरीड अबाउट स्टॉक सर्टिफिकेट. इनकम टैक्स में पैसा देने का मन नहीं लगता है. इफ़ इट इज़ ए ट्रेडर ही विल कम एंड टेल स्टॉक एडजस्टमेंट करो, अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड 2 तोड़ो, हमको ये 2 नहीं चाहिए, स्टॉक का मैनेजमेंट करो. अगेन आई विल मैनेज द स्टॉक, गिव क्वार्टरली सर्टिफिकेट्स, व्हेन आई कम फॉर ईयर एंड मर गया, बैंक का स्टॉक ऑडिटर आ गया, वो मरवा देगा मुझे. एंड आफ्टर ऑल दिस विल कम एंड टेल क्या किया आप, ऑडिट किया. अरे ऑडिट नहीं किया यार, पूरा बेच दिया मैंने, ऑडिट नहीं किया. So who is the companies I want to work? Then I decided, let me work only with the companies who make loss. If they are perennially making loss, there is no income tax. पूरा जिंदगी loss है. There is no income tax. Second, I'll go to a company who doesn't have any bank loans. Bank loan नहीं लेना चाहिए, उसको bank loan नहीं चाहिए उसको. Third, only go to companies who are intention to make loss. उसका profit करने का इरादा नहीं है, खाली लॉस करने का इरादा है. देन वी सैट डाउन एंड डिस्कस्ड हु आर दिस कंपनीज. ओनली स्टार्टअप्स, ओनली स्टार्टअप्स, नोबडी एल्स. सो वी टोल्ड लेट अस गो टू स्टार्टअप्स. स्टार्टअप से काम करेंगे, नो नीड ऑफ जीएसटी इनपुट उसका, और जो भी फीस देगा तो पे करेगा, उसका बाप का पैसा थोड़ी है, इन्वेस्टर का पैसा है. सो जो भी फीस चाहिए तो दे देगा. इनकम टैक्स जरूर टेंशन नहीं है, फर्जिंग बुक्स टेंशन नहीं है, बैंक का टेंशन नहीं है, एक्सेप्शनल फीस है. एंड इन अ स्टार्टअप आई विल गो एंड टेल हिम आई विल डू अकाउंटिंग, आई विल डू पेरोल, आई विल डू टैक्सेशन, आई विल डू जीएसटी, आई विल डू फेमा, आई विल डू ईसॉप, आई विल डू वैल्यूएशन, आई विल टेक यू टू इन्वेस्टर्स. सब करता हूँ, साइन नहीं करता हूँ. साइन 1 लाख दे के किसी के साथ कर लेंगे ना. नो, लुक एट दिस. If you concentrate a segment like this, our segment is, I will work only with companies with loss, lifetime loss. उसका सेक्शन 72 अप्लाई नहीं होता है, बिकॉज कब प्रॉफिट करेगा, इन जिंदगी प्रॉफिट नहीं करेगा वो. इन हिज लाइफ टाइम ही विल नॉट डू प्रॉफिट. I don't want to do anything. So if I look at like that, and if I don't want any taxation involved, I have to work with only foreign companies. What is a foreign company? He'll set up a shop in Gujarat. He will have 10 employees doing coding. He'll send money, इधर का सैलरी बताओ, उसको एक डैशबोर्ड दे दो, ख़त्म. नो रिस्क, नो इनकम टैक्स, नो जीएसटी, नो टीडीएस, बट यू आर डूइंग ऑनेस्ट वर्क, प्रोफेशनल वर्क. जस्ट लेट मी टेक ए लिटिल टाइम एंड एक्सप्लेन अर्थमेटिक आउट ऑफ दिस. सर कितना टाइम है? 25 minutes. Oh God, then I have to rush. So I'll just explain arithmetic here. A company with 20 employees, software company in Surat. I can give you the name also, but professional code tells that I cannot give you a name. It's a company in Surat which has come from New Jersey, 25 employees, accounting, payroll, GST input, refund because it's export of services, LUT, corporate law, video board meeting, monthly MIS. Can any of you tell how much you will charge for this per month in Surat? Anybody? Sir, how much do you think you can charge? He is paying me 1,25,000 per month in Surat. And the same thing purely depends on positioning. The same job, if somebody does it, he'll do it for 20,000. The same job with a MNC firm does it, they'll do it for 3 lakhs because they're positioned that way. So the question I have to ask is, have you positioned yourself on a client segment or nature of work? Who is your client? Who is your client? I'll tell you. Actually, in this, who is my client? I'm doing work on startups. I'm doing work for foreign companies. Who is my client? How many of you know who is my client? Then I don't think specialization in business is segmentation. That is only specialized job. I am a specialist in GST, CGAT appeals. That is only a job. That is not a segmentation. Who is my clients? If you look at India, there are totally 520 VC firms. There are around 200 PE firms. Let us park the law firm separately. Now, in case I have to work with the startups, who is my client? The startup is not my client because he doesn't know me. If there are 520 VC firms, average one VC firm will at least invest in 60 to 65 companies in its lifetime, or 70 companies. If each company is going to pay you ₹1,00,000 per month, if you just get 10 firms, then who is your customer? If you get only a VC firm, you can build one firm. And all the VC firm contacts we have, nobody is in Bangalore. So how do we get the contact with a VC firm? Many ways are there. One couple of examples I'll give you. We wrote to some 20 VC firms. First letter. What did we write? We saw your portfolio companies in your website. You have 44 companies in the website. All the 44 companies' names we wrote. We told GST returns not filed for the 44 companies, which company has filed. That you will know in the GST portal. We went to the ROC website, which company has done the AGM, which company has not done the AGM. We gave it to them. We went to the privacy policies, which company has got privacy policy, which company has not got privacy policy. Which company has got customer reference, which company has not got customer reference. Only the 10 items. Which company has got the ROC balance sheet filed in their company website? How many companies are not filing ROC balance sheet? Exactly one more Excel. Some log Excel में ही काम करते हैं. This also one more Excel. We sent it to 20 of them. They didn't come back. Nobody came back. Again next month, wait for one more month and write back one more mail. Which of the companies have common auditors and accountings? Which of the companies were not remitted PF? Which of the companies which are coming up in Toffler? Make one more spreadsheet. Send it to them. No revert, no problem. Third month, go to all the notes to accounts of all the companies. Prepare a column of notes to account. Which company is green, which company is red. Send it to them. No problem, no response. Fourth time, 20 VC funds. Write back one more round. Which of the companies which have taken UDIN in the institute and UDIN date is correct and UDIN data is correct. Prepare one spreadsheet. Send it to them. Fifth month he'll come to you. One single break of a VC, it's enough to give jobs for this entire audience. One single break. You don't need more than that. In Surat yesterday I was seeing how many law firms are there, corporate law firms. Very beautiful firms are there. Our effort has to be go to the law firms. Because if your incorporation comes to Guru and Jana, I charge him 2 lakhs. If it goes to an MNC firm, he charges 5 lakhs. If it goes to a law firm, he charges 10 lakhs. So if your neighbor is in Marriott Hotel, your fees also will be Marriott Hotel. If our neighbor is Shanti Vada Pav, my fees also is Shanti Vada Pav. So I want only space there. So who is telling in the code that I cannot do this as a business development? I'm only doing a job which is in the public domain. I'm giving an education series. I'm coming and talking to you. Instead of talking to you, I'm sending you a PPT. As simple as that. So the customer is the influencer. The customer is not your client. How many influencers do you need to have a 1,000 people organization? Is not more than 3 or 4. If you have 3 influencers, one independent director of a listed company can give you work enough for 100 people. One independent director. And Surat has got so many listed companies. So many listed companies are there in Surat. So we need to understand actually who is our customer. I'll skip a few slides. What should we do? Business development code is telling no. But are we actually doing BD? हम कुछ नहीं कर रहे वेडिंग में विजिटिंग कार्ड बेच रहे अदर देन दैट व्हाट बीडी आर वी डूइंग द वर्स्ट बीडी इज आई एम सेंडिंग यू माई न्यूज़लेटर आप पढ़ लो आप ही नहीं पढ़ोगे क्लाइंट किधर पढ़ेगा वन CFO विल गेट 400 न्यूज़लेटर्स वेयर विल ही रीड योर न्यूज़लेटर सिमिलरली इंस्टेड ऑफ स्पीकिंग इन सूरत चैप्टर आई एम श्योर नन ऑफ यू विल गिव मी वन क्लाइंट टुडे इट इज़ माई ड्यूटी टू माई अल्मा मैटर आई हैव कम हियर बट द सेम एफर्ट आई गो एंड पुट इन IIM Bangalore. The same effort I go and put in NASCOM, everything is different. This looks little comical, WeWorks and CoWorks. In Ahmedabad, there is WeWorks. Try this out. Whoever is in Ahmedabad, just give a try. I don't know whether there is WeWorks here or CoWorks here. Just give a try. I've been using WeWorks on Thursday, CoWorks on Friday, NASCOM on Saturday. NASCOM has got a beautiful facility in Bangalore. It is there in Ahmedabad also. You pay 3,000 rupees. if the person is a woman. If the person is a man, 4,000 rupees per month. You get a desk, you get a reception, you get free internet. What else do you need? You go and work there. But why do I need to work in NASCOM when I have a beautiful office? Institute has told don't ask for work. I have never asked for work with anybody. The only thing उधर जाके बैठ के काम करता हूँ. उधर जाओ, लैपटॉप ओपन करो. But one trick I do. बाजू में एक इनकम टैक्स वाला इतना बड़ा बुक लेके जाता हूँ. One trick I do. One Companies Act book I'll go and buy. Coffee is free. I don't talk to anybody. Every day one person comes. क्या कर रहे हैं आप इधर? क्या बिजनेस है आपका? क्या कर रहे हैं आप? Who goes to WeWorks? Who goes to Spaces? Who goes to CoWorks? Who goes to IndiCube? A guy who can afford 60,000 rupees per seat goes there. Now if I go and tell him for my service it's 2 lakhs, there's no big deal for him. Just go and give it a try. You are sitting in your office expecting business. Business won't come that way. We need to move out. The age of websites, blog is very important. I wrote a fantastic article about IFRS. इतना अच्छा लगा मुझे, इतना अच्छा आर्टिकल लिखा यार, क्या लिखा आपने? 3 people liked. खाली 3 लोग. This video I showed you, Chief Happiness Officer, Leo, 45,000 people liked. Now we are in social media, what are we projecting? I'm projecting that I'm a management thought process guy. I'm projecting that I have a chief happiness officer in the office. I'm projecting that I'm doing this. So the age of go mode is gone. We have to go. We can't be waiting. And in Surat, there is AIC Surat Lab, sign, NCR Cell Bombay. Instead of talking here, I'll go and talk there. There are 70 companies in AIC Surat Lab. Microsoft has got an accelerator project in Surat. I'll go and distribute my reading accounting standard material to everybody. Microsoft may distribute. Why will I distribute among chartered accountants? So are we in a go mode? Are we in a wait mode? Can I discuss what is the new vertical? I think he was asking me, what is the new business line you are doing? Just look at this and tell what is the business line we are doing, looking at this. One business line we are looking at is NGOs. It's going to be a huge business in NGOs. I'll come to that later. Org chart for a CA firm, many of us are struggling for retaining people. Absolutely no problem to retain people. It's no difficulty at all. If an organization has got 100 people, don't divide the organization based on income tax, GST, audit, accounts. Never do that. Instead, you make the bifurcation between who is a loyalist, who is a transaction, who is useless but good to have. Useless है but चाहिए मुझे. स्टॉक काउंट करने में कोई नहीं है. यूजलेस आदमी है बट चाहिए. स्टैम्प ड्यूटी करने में कोई नहीं है, वो यूजलेस आदमी है, चाहिए. But what is a loyalist? If there is an organization of 25 people, if there are 3 loyalists, whom should I give time to? The other transactions will wait for 3,000 rupees jump and go. आप 6 लाख चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट को दे रहे हैं, 7 लाख चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट को दे रहे हैं, 1 MNC फर्म विल कम टिल 10 लाख दे देंगे, आपको छोड़ के चला जाएगा. Why will I waste my time on him? So if systems can ensure he moves in a day, anybody quits if you have enough technology in your hand and you can relieve him tomorrow morning. You don't have to depend on anybody. So we call them transactions. If any organization, 80% are transactions. आ जाओ कल जाओ, आ जाओ कल जाओ, जाना है जाओ, आना है आओ. You're only a transaction for me. You're not anything more. But the loyalists are everything. Do we have P&L account for each employee? Institute has given a free software. I'll take you through that. Unless we have a P&L account for each employee, how do we do it? Do we have a make a partner program? If any of you want, you can write to me on LinkedIn. I'll be happy to share with you. How do we make a partner? We have not lost a single partner till today from 19 years. Impossible. Not even once. If you need that, I can send it across to you. If you need how a partnership deed has to be worked, you just send it to me in LinkedIn. I'll reply back to you. Do you have a documented process? How can I make a partner? Do you have a P&L account for each individual? Can I create systems that it is not individual so I can get rid of transactions? I'll skip this slide for want of time. I'll obviously mail this to you. Even this, I'll just give you an example and skip it. Vision of an organization is very important. We are a 2-member firm, we are a 3-member firm, we are a 10-member firm. In 2009, there was a firm which told it wanted to become by 2020 the top CA firms in the country. That vision will get you people. So let us park this aside and go ahead because I have very, very less time for other things. This is important, especially for Surat. He is paying 5,000 rupees for income tax return. Income tax return is so complicated today. Itna complex ho gaya hai. By the time I collect data, 40% work is gone. Then I have to complete another 40% work is gone. Then income tax ka website kam nahi karte. Udhar 40% work, 120% work, and after that he is not paying me. Now, am I a chartered accountant or what am I? So instead, there are many tools. I'll just demonstrate one tool. If I can showcase what I am doing correctly, for example, we are doing this 143 bracket 2, or if you are doing 148, bada kaam hai, 153 is chota kaam hai. If I am doing any 153 returns, if I can present it to him from the time the notice came, my discussions, my adjournment letters, my power of attorney letters, even the questionnaire, what you are answering to the department, that questionnaire is 22 pages. 22 questions, it will be 400 pages of data. वो बोल रहा है आपके पास है आप ही फाइल कर दो ना. It's not so easy. There's a lot of work involved. So a tool like Perfios, you can just go to perfios.com and subscribe to it. What it does is it goes to all your clients' bank accounts, takes the statement and comes. It goes to all your clients' insurance accounts, takes it and comes. It goes to all your clients' mutual funds, takes it and comes. All your clients' demat accounts, takes it and comes. After that, what does it do? After that, it will do a trial balance. It will convert to Excel, and through an artificial intelligence, what it does is, first month electricity charges, next 12 months electricity charges ho gaya. First month broker commission, next 12 month broker commission ho gaya. Within a period of one day, you can get entire data in one place, books of accounts in one place, trial balance in one place. Then you get a small thing called X account, which the computer doesn't know. There you enter as a chartered accountant and play. Show him what is X account. After all that is over, I accumulate all these bank statements, income tax statements, make a beautiful booklet, give it to him. A same return of 5,000 rupees can be sold for 25,000 rupees. Most of our salary clients pay us 25,000. His salary is only 80 lakhs. Why is he worried about 5,000? Most, 90% of our salary clients, not just in Bangalore, anywhere in India pay between 25,000 to 50,000. Salary clients. All of you are in Microsoft. Everybody would be using Excel. Everybody would be using Word. If you are having Microsoft, I'm talking about technology right now. If you are having Microsoft, there is a OneNote. OneNote is in this format. If a client has got columns, all the TDS in one place, GST in one place, payroll in one place, PF in one place, advanced tax in one place. If I can give it to him in this format, which client is not happy? I'll not give him edit access, I'll only give him view access. Because if he dumps something else, I'll be in trouble. I have control. If I have 200 clients, I can manage this in 2 minutes. And most importantly, this is free of cost. OneNote is free of cost. So if you just go to Microsoft and go to OneNote, this will open up. Just create columns, push it to your clients. That means you are creating a data room. You have an annual data room, you have a monthly data room, you have a quarterly data room. Now the deliverable is looking all of a sudden different. It is no longer GST return. खाली फॉर्म 3 नहीं भर रहे हैं ना हम लोग और कुछ कर रहे हैं हम लोग. So simple, ICAI has given you many office management tools. Please pick up any of them. There are hundreds of management tools. A tool in the hands of a fool is useless. We need to know how to use it. Simpler things, Zoho is there, you can implement easily. I'll just give you one example on this slide and move ahead. All of us have problem of employees coming in. Employees nahi aa rahe. Articles nahi aa rahe. Now what do they look at? We are looking at, I am taking an interview whether you are fit to my organization. But today's times have changed. We have to sell our organization. Actually, we are selling our product to an employee. This year, CA intermediate results was very bad. Nobody got articles. We got 600 resumes. And we take only both the group pass. The moment he comes, he gets a tool where something is uploaded. Oh, acha office hai. Everything is uploaded. I don't have to give the email copy. Second, a video will come up. And the video will tell, I'll repeat these 40 sentences about 44 AB. And the video will stop. What you understand, fill in. So he fills in. Usko interest aa gaya abhi. Kuch ho raha hai idhar. Then after that, we give you, okay, you're shortlisted, you come to the office. In the office, we make him walk all the 5th floor. Pura dekh ke chalta hai. By the time he comes to my table, he's just waiting. Arey, please le lo yaar. Please le lo yaar. Now you have to position to employees also. We cannot be just telling employees, I am there. Nobody is coming, nobody is coming, nobody is coming. How are we selling our product to employees? So is technology involved in recruitment? Am I attracting the right talent for today's modern world? Today, article students are not coming for your general review. They are coming for something else. They want, the society is totally different today. LMS, we all have YouTube videos. We can just put LMS. There is a free LMS tool called Simply Learn. It's a free tool. You record your video. It will give you a test. It can take care of your entire teaching. This is an Excel. And we are all masters in Excel. I must admit, other than at some row number this to row number 2, I don't know anything in Excel. If you ask me to do anything in Excel, I'm in trouble. But this is done by some of my students. Now, Excel can be a fantastic tool to sell. Our partnership structure, P&L account is not based on who got the sales. I did more social media, is not P&L. I am the face of the organization. Arey yaar, tu kaun sa Amitabh Bachchan hai yaar? How can you be I started the firm Guru and Guru Jana. I'm not the face of the organization. How long I'll be telling I'm the founder, make your organization, make your organization. How will you build it up? And P&L account cannot be based on this. Most important, every partner will have to have an additional role. One partner takes care of recruitment. One partner takes care of external media. One partner takes care of technology. One partner takes care of administration. And if getting the clients is the largest matrix, I'm running into a very big risk in the office. जो भी पैसा आ गया घर को लेके चला गया मेरा स्कोडा कार खरीदने का है. Anybody, have you finalized a balance sheet of a private limited company without reserves and surplus? How come there is no reserves and surplus for an auditor's office? 100% profit आ गया हम चारों बांट लेंगे. But cut. What is left for the growth of the firm? Who is going to invest? I'm hiring a new employee for 30 lakh rupees. He's a director of a company. He's joining me. Who's going to fund that? First year will be loss. Second year will be loss. We have seen in front of our eyes our property clients taking dirty properties and making gold out of it. So we have to invest some money. Shareholders agreement we draft for so many of us. Many partnership firms fail because of this. ये छोड़ के चला गया मेरे मुझे पूरा client लेके चला गया. अरे how is it possible? Yeah, it's a firm's client. It is not his client. So how many of us in the partnership deed have a clause telling that if you quit, you cannot take a client? Do you know it's a code of conduct issue if he takes the client against the partnership deed? How many of us have the courage to put this client? You can quit, but you cannot take a client from the organization. You quit. Second, everybody decides in an organization never works. If Krishna was not there in Mahabharata, they would never have won. We design shareholders agreements. We tell, अगर dividend declare करना है सो इसको पूछने का है. अगर borrowing करना है सो इसको पूछने का है. अगर merger करना है investor को पूछना है. अगर जाने का है investor को पूछना है. सबके लिए पूछना है. Why can't we do that in the audit firms? Why can't we have a veto rights with somebody telling that, okay, I am the founder, I'll have 10 veto rights. Without me, you can't do this. That veto rights cannot be small things. It can be big things. Change in the name of the firm is a veto right. Merging with another firm is a veto right. Removing a partner is a veto right. So why can't we have our own veto rights? And our accounting firm itself, do we have a dashboard? इतना लोग को dashboard design कर रहे हैं हम लोग. For our firm, where is the dashboard? Who are our top clients? Who are our smaller clients? Who are our profitable clients? Who is our profitable employee? What is our thing? सबके लिए tally है क्या? Tally में कुछ भी नहीं है. Tally में only figures are there. Why do partnership firms fail? Because of these reasons. no measurement. Every year, partnership deeds cannot be stagnant. Have you seen a company with stagnant dividends? There cannot be a company with stagnant. Imagine the institute has got same central council members for 400 years. Council kaisa bachega? The Surat branch has got same faces as chairman, secretary, everybody same. How will Surat branch survive? So how can partnership deeds have the same share of profits? We measure every employee, why not every partner? So in a partnership deed, you should have a clause telling that partnership deed will be revised based on the following parameters. Revise it every year. Which partnership deed will fail? If you are fair, nothing else fails. Exit of a partner, the code. Do you have a clause if the firm breaks, exit partner cannot take the client? Do you have a clause in the partnership deed? Our partnership structure. Again, read back, do you have a managing partner? Other partners will have to fund the managing partner. You can't tell, mera itna client hai, itna paisa hai. Other partners will have to fund the managing partner. Partnership ratios change, engagement change. Have I revised the partnership periodically? There is a firm which I met in Delhi. Every 31st, morning they meet, evening they have to revise the partnership deed. There are 250 people in the firm. Every 31st, I have to revise partnership deed. He is telling, I met the senior sir. Saying, never in my life I have not revised the partnership deed. The concept of goodwill actually doesn't exist. There is no goodwill. How many mergers have happened in Surat? I don't see any merger in Surat. Then where is the goodwill? Unless something is encashed, you can't have a goodwill. So the question of a large firm telling, I am retiring, you buy my share. Oh, hamara firm nahi chalega. So if you can think about, can I remove goodwill in my firm? And today it's a valuation game. There are hundreds of firms which are proprietary firms, individual firms. Instead of closing down, can we look at a valuation? There are CPA brokers in US, in our firms we don't have. It's a 1x game. It's no longer just a net profit game. A simple structure. I visited one firm called Beavers and Sudars. It is there from 1910. I met them in the internet. एक फ्लाइट लेके चला गया. Anyhow, we have to go to foreign trip. उधर चले जाओ ना. So I told my wife चलते. So she came. We went to Scotland. पूरा घूमा सब किया. Then went and met this fellow. Gave him one small Ganesha का idol. वो खुश हो गया. How are you surviving for so long? He showed me the entire material. How they changed. 110 years firm. Surviving peacefully. Nobody is and these are not the MNC firms. MNC firms are actually employee partners. They don't have many controls like us. मेरा फर्म मेरा बैट मेरा खेल कुछ भी कर सकता हूँ. MNC firm में ऐसे थोड़ी होगा. No, my son is entitled in the case of he's my son. I obviously have to take care of him. But that doesn't mean he come and becomes a sabzade. There are other partners who build the firm. So you need to very clearly document in case your family member comes, what happens. Does he just take my share and go? He's 22, I am 68. 45 years of work goes to him. So most firms fail because of this. Is there a clarity in share of profits once you move out? My son is a legacy, I have to protect him. Question is, are you prepared to take the right call? And unless you give up, you can't go up. Start one team, get a leader, get out. Start a team, get a leader, get out. The more free you are, the firm can grow. Succession and legacy. Initially, when you start practice, no money, no work. काम भी नहीं है, पैसा भी नहीं है. Little money, no, little work, no money. थोड़ा थोड़ा काम आता है, कुछ भी पैसा नहीं है. Then little money, little work. More work, more money. Then you will reach a stage. No work, lot of money. Good stage to be. No work and lot of money. Maybe that is what is called as management. There's hardly any work, but you get a lot of money. Last slide I have. All these are nice things, cute things. All are homegrown partners, and I would just like to talk about my firm at this stage. PwC, one partner was there. He came to talk to Gurujana. We are now around 170 chartereds. So every of my friend told, don't allow them to give a talk. They are very big firms. They are all very nice. आपका पूरा CA लेके चलेगा. So I told him, hey, मेरा CA तो तय रहेगा. He's a transaction. If it's a transaction, he'll go. I'm not worried. We called him. So he came and started giving a lecture. All our chartered accountants were sitting. My partner was sitting next to me. उसको बोला मैंने, tomorrow morning be seeing he'll come. Exactly next day morning, he told, I want to speak to you. I told, what happened? I want to join you. Pura ulta ho gaya. Then he asked me a beautiful question. How do you get business? If I open any of my proposal tracker, I can open it and show it to you. Daily we submit a proposal. Not a single day without a proposal. Is it because of business acumenship? Is it because of intelligence? Is it because of tax knowledge? Is it because of Bangalore? But one thing we have to appreciate, friends. The Hindu philosophy has got something which tells an enormous subconscious mind. Our subconscious mind is more powerful than our conscious mind. Our mind is 8 parts. 7/8 is subconscious, 1/8 is conscious. If we strengthen our subconscious, then everything changes. That's the whole art of meditation, whatever. But what I am trying to tell is, how do you know the entire data is only trustworthy? Lakhs and lakhs of people. How do you know that? Because of the organization's subconscious mind. So how do you get business if the entire organization starts magnetizing, okay, I'll get business. We can do this, we can do that. The entire energy will get you business. All this GAN you can ignore. All the 23 what we spoke. If you can just concentrate on the single aspect, if you can build your organization's subconscious mind, trust me, there'll be 1,000 chartered accountancy firm, as our Honorable Prime Minister told. We want the Indian Big Four. There'll be 1,000 of them. The only thing is, can we change our subconscious mind? Thank you for your patient hearing. And we have another 5 minutes. If you have any questions, would be happy to clarify. Otherwise, I have got my memento, I can go. Sir. Sir, how to create subconscious mind is the simplest of the things, sir. Your friend is sitting next to you. He comes to walking every day with you. Example, not that he'll tell like that. He is her father, he is a good father. Every day morning he is telling only bad to you. मेरा बेटे ठीक नहीं है, मेरा दामाद ठीक नहीं है, मेरा business ठीक नहीं है, वो ठीक नहीं है. Then how will you develop the friendship? Similarly, if he just goes and tells on a daily basis, सब अच्छा है, try doing it for things. So a simple thing as an organization philosophy, when you talk about behavioral dynamics, which I learnt in my IAM, was talk negative in 1 sentence, talk positive in 5 sentences. Just be seeing how the conscious goes. Just be observing. I'll invite your office in Bangalore, sir. As soon as you enter, you'll get a feeling, oh, क्या देख रहा हो यार इधर? खाली table chair है, कुछ भी नहीं है. Other than table chair, we don't have anything in the office. But the moment you enter, wow, that is purely because constants. A simple example, sir, you go to a temple. When you enter, you get some strange, beautiful feeling. That's a subconscious mind. So when the Hindu philosophy is so beautiful, why can't we implement it in our office? So can we create our subconscious mind? When we started, I came from a Telugu medium. Then I studied Kannada medium. I failed in my IAM because I don't know English. But today we have created a subconscious mind. Anybody coming from the firm is a good communicator. So सब लोग बात कर रहे, सब लोग बात कर रहे. So that subconscious mind is something extremely important. We had a good news board. जो भी good news है उधर paste करो, 100 rupees लेके चलो. Paste करो 100 rupees, paste करो 100 rupees. So सब good news है. मेरा बाइक ले लिया, मेरा कुत्ता मिल गया, मेरा engagement हो गया, मैं बर्बाद हो गया, सब good news है. Only good news. Sir, anything else? Yes, my dear. See, just 2 things. You come to Bangalore, stay with me, it will be wonderful. Second thing, even if it is 1 employee, the most important thing you have to understand, what's your name? Crispy, what a crispy name. Crispy, whether you are first and foremost, never call a chartered accountant small firm. That's the biggest mistake we do. We are a chartered accountancy firm. There's nothing called small firm, big firm. Second, why will people stay with you? People will stay with you only when Crispy shows a vision. मेरे साथ आओ उधर लेके चलता हूँ, मेरे साथ आओ, मेरे साथ आओ. Look, even a small organization, when you start thinking, I am a chartered accountant, You are two people. What stops you from having a notice board? What stops you from having a HR manual? What stops you from having a notice board? सब है formats हमारे पास है. But the moment you start thinking, I am also an organization. 2 लोग हैं, 4 लोग हैं, 5 लोग हैं. Then those 5 will travel with you. The moment you are telling 2 लोग bore हो रहे हैं, becomes very difficult. Becomes very, very difficult. Third thing, have Leo in the office. You'll love it. Have a Leo. Sir.
How do you balance in your firm about loyalist people and transaction people? Sir, what is that?
Sir, you are married?
No, not yet.
When you marry, you'll know. You get married, you'll know. See, if you're still scouting for a girlfriend, it is very difficult. You get married, you'll know who is your wife, who is not your wife.
My typical question is how to balance, the number. Okay,
Sir, number,
depending on the
I'll
work
tell you
profile,
how
yeah.
it will work is the transaction will always be 99%. The loyalist will be 1% who is you. Slowly the loyalist will become 2, transaction will become 98. And over the maturity of the organization, once you cross 4 years, 5 years, loyalist will be 8-10%. These guys control the office. If you take Tata Sons is only loyalist. They cannot be transactions. There is only going to be loyalists. That's how Tatas are becoming so book. In case you have free time, just go and read the Tata Enterprise. You'll get a lot of these things. And if you are a good reader, there is a book called Methods Method. Methods Method. Just go and read that book.
Great. Thank you so
90% of what I have implemented, I got it in that book.
I think this was enlightening, sir. Thank you so much.
Sir, I think I'm done, sir.
Thank you so much, sir, for such an insightful session. And I think everybody here has thoroughly enjoyed the session, especially the Chief Happiness Officer. So now I would like to invite CA Johnny Jain, sir, to present a formal vote of thanks and conclude the session.
On behalf of Surat branch of WIRC, I propose a formal vote of thanks for such an in-detail and insightful session. प्रैक्टिस का नया नज़रिया दिखाने के लिए शुक्रिया सर. ये नहीं कहने के लिए शुक्रिया कि ट्रेडिशनल प्रैक्टिस इज़ ओवर, इट इज़ डेड. सर अभी तक हम यही सुन रहे थे कि ट्रेडिशनल प्रैक्टिस ओवर हो रही है, आपने एक नया नज़रिया दिखा दिया. The use of analytics in practice to increase clients. And final thank you for keeping the session lively, and we thoroughly enjoyed the session. We look forward to having you again here, sir. Let's give a big round of applause to Guru, sir. Thank you so much.